So I guess Dwayne Wade. He's been getting booed though and chanted. People saying he's mutilated his son. And he said he's leaving Florida for the safety of their family, right? Because Florida's not allowing
Gender
children to be
blocking
at drag
stuff.
shows.
Oh, that. Oh, okay.
So that means it's dangerous for his son, that's a transgender, um, to be there.
You know what? This is what I hate about it. You make up this bullshit that's dangerous. Who is threatening? Who's threatening
Oh
anybody?
no, but he's doing like political
Has
standings.
he or his son? So he has a son who's transitioning to a girl.
Yeah,
Okay. Has he or she?
I think so.
Okay. Well, okay. And so he has a now daughter, trans daughter. Have they gotten threats? I mean, if they
No,
have, okay, then I understand. Then get the fuck out and then protect your family. But
he's
don't
doing this for
bullshit
attention.
this fucking bullshit and conjectures to say that you're being threatened just to make a point.
So, how much money did this guy have?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
Like, let's
100
see.
million maybe?
Well, he's been in the NBA for a fucking long time, and
Yeah.
NBA salaries are
Yeah, I'm
huge.
gonna say 200 million. That's what
What is it, 170
170.
million?
Boom.
Oh, his salary is only 20 million.
Yeah, but still. So his net worth's 175.
Oh, he's not even
175.
okay. So he's former. I
Yeah,
think
he's
he
former.
was 2016 when he ended, or something like
Something
that.
like that. I don't follow the NBA. I just know he's not playing anymore. But I would have figured somewhere around 200 million.
Right.
But okay, so yeah, you have the means to protect your family with security and stuff.
From nothing.
Yeah, and I mean, again, like I said, if I understand if you perceive threats, that's also another thing. If you perceive threats, but it has to be credible that somebody has said things or like made some credible threats
Yeah,
towards
but
you.
children aren't allowed at drag shows. Children aren't allowed to go to sexually charged events. So
We've talked about
danger,
this. Yeah, we've talked about this before.
danger.
This is bizarre to me that it's even a thing. I don't
Why is the
understand.
drag stuff tied to transgender?
Exactly. How is that? I was about to say that. How has this become a thing now that they've? It's like they went, oh, this is kind of a popular thing. Let's just attach ourselves to that because we're close.
Yeah.
You're not. Fuck you. You're not a person who's going through issues. You're just a perverted dude that likes to dress in girls' clothes. Cool. I'm all for it. Go nuts. Have fun. Do it, but do it away from the fucking kids.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Why do you want to involve kids?
I think it says a lot about who they are and what they're trying to do.
I get fucking so mad with this shit because
When kids
just
are
leave
involved
the
in anything.
fucking kids out of it. You can
Yeah.
be an adult and do whatever fucking weird shit you want to do. If you want to have somebody spank you in a diaper and whatever the fuck you want to do, have fun. It's cool. Like, I have no problem with that whatsoever. Well, now you want the person spanking you to be a 14-year-old girl?
Yeah.
You're gonna like I get riled up with this shit.
These are sick people.
I just don't.
They're disgusting.
I don't get it. Where did we shift? When did the shift happen where we went in society? We went, okay, we'll allow this. Yeah,
Well,
this seems okay.
I believe it was 2012 when they turned on the Hadron Collider. Is that the year that happened?
Yeah.
I think that was the shift.
Last week,
I think that was
Yeah.
the shift. They turn on the fucking
What I don't
collider,
understand,
and now we're in this universe. I don't want to be in this universe.
I also don't understand the fact that the transgender movement itself should be more organized. There should be more of a credible sort of representation of that movement. And you can't just pigeon yourself and attach yourself to this fucking movement because you decide you're perverted and you want to dress in ladies' clothing and shit. They should say, no. We denounce this. This is not part of our thing. This is not part of our movement. This is not what we believe in. We don't think kids should be in any way really involved in this kind of thing because these are adult decisions. These are life-altering decisions, and it should be somebody who's actually going through some serious situations that they need to correct. And I'm not even opposed to necessarily like a young person transitioning, just not with any of the physical stuff. until they're an adult and they can make that decision. Now,
Yeah.
as far as like if they want to start to identify as the opposite sex or things like that, I'm not even really opposed to that because I think that might be a good thing for them to learn.
Let them do what they want.
Right,
Just don't cut their genitals off.
right,
Don't give them puberty blockers. Don't like do all this nonsense
yeah,
stuff that's gonna hurt them, and potentially sterilize them.
yeah,
And let them get to adulthood and then decide what they want to do with their lives.
exactly. And there's this thing where it's like these helicopter parents that are on board with this bullshit that they're like I can imagine in their mind they're like, oh, I don't want to let my my son go through puberty and then uh, they miss all of this window of opportunity to be able to actually you know blossom as a girl instead of a boy
Yeah,
or
it's not
vice
gonna make
versa.
a difference too. Like that's the thing. Like it isn't like at a certain point you can stop development and shift and actually become a girl and like grow a vagina or whatever.
Right.
At the end of the day, if you get bottom surgery, you're just gonna have a wound. Like you're never gonna
It's
have
like a piercing,
a
essentially.
vagina, and
It's like,
you're not gonna experience like really pleasure from that. I'm pretty sure.
well, I mean,
I
how are
don't.
they gonna unless they do something with like the nerve endings of the penis and then they're able to like do that. I don't know the science behind it. All I know is that these kind of decisions, if you asked me to make that kind of a decision when I was 12 or something, if I, you said to me, hey, you need to
Oh
decide
man.
right now, are you a boy or are you a girl? I mean, I would have been different because I knew I was a very, you know, I was a very boy all the way through.
Hmm.
But if let's say I wasn't, how am I going to make that decision?
Especially at 12, the beginning of puberty, people who could be confused about their sexuality and not really know what's going on or what they're feeling.
Right.
Like I think any 12-year-old would agree to do like something crazy if you know, throw them into a yes or no scenario. You got to answer fast, yes or no. Like
And I
fuck, they
mean,
make insane decisions.
and you also add in the fact that you're going to get some weird societal praise or weird societal
Oh yeah,
acceptance.
and that's a huge part of the reason why a lot of these people are doing it.
It's like because it's the popular thing to do
Well,
right
to
now
be
in
normal,
society.
right, is to be wrong and to be evil.
Yeah. It's just leave the kids out, man. Just
I like that this guy's been booed though.
yeah. I mean, and again, I don't really. I'm not going to say I'm against him because I really like. I don't like when you make decisions for kids because obviously he has to at this point. He's a 15-year-old kid. But aside from all that, if he wants to move because he feels perception of threat, fine, okay. But the fact that it's somehow sensationalized in some way, this is a slam against Florida. Let's be real. This is
It's an
just
attempt to be, but he's moving to Los Angeles,
that's
which
so, I mean, but
compared to
this is
Miami,
yeah, but this is just a slam against Florida. They're just this is oh they're like "Hey, well, how can we you know
yeah,
how can we slam Florida some more? We're gonna take
yeah,
a
because they're moved to Los Angeles in a mega mansion with a 17-foot wall and a team of security
yeah
guards. You know,
yeah. And good luck over there because
I wonder too. I
this
wonder if
stuff's
there's
fire
something
too.
to this. I wonder if his she child um hates him for being rich.
Maybe
You know, the leftist policies and shit. Maybe there's something to that where now he's like desperate to placate to them because he wants to prove to them that he's good and to earn his child's love because his child's been indoctrinated to be a communist.
I don't know what's going on. It could all be legit. I mean, that's just as possible, I suppose.
Yeah, people are dumb.
But it's to me, it's just I don't think this helps the movement. And I'm actually, strangely enough, because I'm a libertarian that way, I'm actually for the movement. I'm actually for rights. I'm glad we live in a society that we say, hey, if you feel that you were born in the wrong body, that you can go and do something about it as an adult. You go and do it, and I'll respect it all the way. I respect someone like Blair White, right? A logical, uh, biological male, transgendered to female, and I mean, I will respect all of the pronouns. I'll respect all that because I respect that person and I respect that end of the movement. But when you're trying to do this with kids and you're trying to push this strange agenda, drag shows, and all this kind of stuff to try and indoctrinate our kids, you need to go to hell. You need to be burned
Mhm.
because you're the equivalent of a fucking witch right now. Burn you on a stake. Enough's enough already. We're sick of this shit.